What's up guys, this is Severin Steelsmith here. I'm going to do a video on how to set up your Ibanez RG, or really any trim, locking trim, quick guitar. This would apply to that as well. So let's I guess start off. We have a Ibanez RG 520 beyond not set up actually. But everything that's wrong can be fixed with a good setup. You know, the pickup, one of the pickups, the spring, you know, it's kind of rough. But we'll go through step by step and how I start off with a brand new guitar, or a new guitar to me, how to set it up, basically just how to make it so it plays as good as it possibly can. I'm going to take off all the strings, remove the tremolo, clean up the knife edges. I will put a little bit of lubricant, graphite lubricant on the knife edges to keep them so they don't get stuck. So the trem is, you know, can freely move and go back to its 0 point. I'll probably go over the fretboard with lemon oil because it looks kind of dirty and maybe a little bit dry. I'll show you guys how to get the proper trim angle and all that stuff. It's not that difficult. So first things first, I'm going to remove the strings. I'm going to clean the trim, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is remove the strings. I'm going to kind of show you the quickest way to do this. I have a Hitachi drill and this really cool DeMarkley Turbo Tune string winder attachment. So plug that guy in there, tighten it up, and you want to loosen the pressure pads on the nut right here. Cast these aside, and I'm just going to so I'm just going to, with my Leatherman, just go ahead and cut the strings. This is nothing special, but I'm not using these strings, so there's no point in me leaving them on. Just remove all the strings, remove them from the bridge, and then we'll be back. So the next step, I need to remove this little trim kind of, I guess it keeps the tremolo springs in place, so I need to take off the springs, so be careful, but we're good. And then the last one, don't be careful, you don't want to pop the spring on your finish too. So, alright, so the springs are off, so now we can get to the trim. So this is what the body looks like with no tremolo, nothing too exciting. So here is the tremolo. Alright, so I'm going to do a little knife edge lubrication. I use this stuff called Graphite All. I got it from a musician's friend. Let's see, I think GHS sells it. All I'm going to do though is I'm going to take a toothpick and I'm going to put a little bit on the knife edges. So you don't need much. So I'm just going to dip this in here. And then I'm going to kind of paint just around. Really what needs to be in contact is mostly like in the middle, maybe a little bit on the top and the bottom, just so there's kind of like a nice little area. I'll probably even put too much on, but so that's done. So I'm going to set the tremolo aside, and let's get to the neck. Alright, so this neck looks relatively dirty. It's not too bad, but so what I like to use is this. I've had this for years. This Clayton USA Pro Instrument Polish. It's just lemon oil, and this is great for fretboards to help to keep them from cracking in the wintertime, and also just help cleaning them. You do not want to use regular polish, by the way. Make sure it's like lemon oil or something for fretboards. So I got my cloth. All right, so a couple of sprays there, and just wipe down the frets, or the finger of the fretboard. I like to go kind of right next to the fret itself, just to help get some dirt and nastiness out of there. And it's kind of tough to see, but it's getting some stuff off already. So I'm just gonna go around, spray as I need to, and then go around the whole fretboard. So I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna come right here and just take my same cloth and then wipe off the excess oil. And you don't have to get it all off, but you know, just the majority is probably your goal. So I'm just going to come around and come down the fretboard. You may want to let that sit for like 10 to 20 minutes, or 15 minutes, I don't know. You know, I'm not sure how much of a difference it actually makes, but it definitely looks better. And also, I don't have it in camera, but I actually borrowed some Adidas pants to elevate the headstock. Okay, so the next step is to put strings back on this guy. So I got my nice bridge, nicely knife edges nicely lubricated, ready to go. Put on some white knobs. I'm not sure if these are going to stay, but they look kind of cool. So you can do this numerous different ways. What I'll probably do is I'll see if I can. I'll go ahead and string the bridge up a little with the strings, and I'll just make it so that it'll, I'll tighten the strings just enough so it'll kind of float like this. Then I'll put the springs on, because it can be tricky to have try to put the springs on, because it'll just pull the bridge right down like that, and it's kind of tough. It'll kind of get out of alignment with the these studs right here, and that's a humongous pain. So I'll just put strings on right here and get it so that there's at least something holding the bridge up, so when I put springs on, it's not going to pop out of these two studs. So I'm a big Diodario fan, so I've went ahead and just bought the Diodario bulk pack right here. And the only kind of secret behind this, and it's not a secret, I need to take that. It's just to cut off the ball end. And then here we go. My trusty Leatherman, everybody should have one of these. Bam, that's it. Discard the end, the ball end. And then this doesn't have to be attached for this section right here at all, at least for the first string. So I'm just going to pop the string in right here. Okay, so the guitar is strung up. It is in rough tune. I have it tuned to E flat because that's my preferred tuning. If you look at the bridge, it is way pulled backwards. Now, the reason being is we have the springs, and I'll flip this guy over and show it to you, are all the way pushed against the body. So we just need to loosen. We need to take a screwdriver and then remove some of that tension. So I'm doing that. It's really easy. You just come here and literally, you want to do it even Steven to both sides. So it's kind of like a trial and error thing, and make sure you don't strip these screws, which I'm kind of doing by accident. So now I'm going to go back and see how we are. Alright, so it probably needs a lot more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill with this, go back and forth. The idea is, and this is tough to see, you want, see the tremolo right there? You want the trim angle to be about like that. And you can see the knife edge at the very bottom, that little rectangle. You want that to be parallel to the body. That's what you're looking for. Go back and forth, tune it, mess with the screws, the tremolo claw, which is what that's called, and then we'll get it to be where it needs to be. So this is called the trim angle. I need to get the trim angle so that the knife edge is parallel to the body. So I'll do that and get back. Alright, so I got the trim angle pretty set. If you can see that, the knife edge is parallel to the body. The final step is to lower the bridge to how you like it. The neck, actually, the action or the relief for this neck's pretty straight, so there's no really need for a truss rod adjustment. So I'm just going to come in here, and this is all about taste at this point. I'm going to come in here, got my wrench on either side to how I like it, and there's these studs right here, and then basically I'll be finished. So that's, I guess there's a whole other video we could do on intonation, but as far as, this didn't need a truss rod adjustment, so I didn't even fool with it. I have a video on that, so aside from this is pretty much set up, aside from the intonation and then the blowing the bridge to taste. So thanks for watching, guys.